Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Trouble in Heaven from Christian Louboutin. So if you'd like to know what I think about this fragrance, then keep watching. Now as always guys, with every fragrance review I like to let you know where I got the bottle from, if it was sent to me to review, if it was a gift. This was purchased with my own money, completely because I wanted to buy it, so this is in no way a sponsored review. Now this is an expensive designer fragrance. This is 80 mils, I think 2.7 fluid ounces, 80 mils. This size retails for I believe about $260, so it is pricey. And when I do review expensive fragrances, I like to tell you guys if I think it's worth the price. Just because I buy it and I justify the purchase doesn't mean that I think that everyone should justify purchases that I make, so I try to remove the reasons why I buy things out of the mix. But that being said, let's talk about Trouble in Heaven. First, the bottle is stunning. I usually don't show bottles, but you guys, this is just such a cool bottle. I love them. I think the bottles are really unique and awesome, and it's just kind of easy to hold. I don't know. I know that doesn't matter, but I just figured I'd show you guys this. So you have top notes with bergamot, then at the heart you have rose and iris, and then at the base you have amber, patchouli, and tonka bean. You also have some labdanum in there. There's other notes too, but those are the ones that are most predominant to my nose. Now this to me is a spicy patchouli star. This really is. The patchouli is the star of the show, with a wonderful base of tonka. I think it is absolutely just fantastic. I think the bergamot gives us just a tiny bit of brightness in the beginning. The iris gives it kind of a soft powderiness, which works really well with the spiciness of the patchouli. And also I think the rose and amber work really well to give it a little bit of sweetness and warmth. But overall, this is a tonka patchouli explosion, and it's just really ridiculously sexy. It's a really powerful fragrance. It definitely will make an impression, and it's something that I think would be perfect for evening if you're going out dancing or you want to wear a fragrance that makes an impression, because this is a crazy sexy powerful fragrance. And I do think that overall, if you're looking for something to like wear in the evening to again make an impression, you can't beat this fragrance. Now on top of that, I find that this fragrance has tremendous longevity. I get 8 to 10 hours on my skin. So you guys know I live in the tropics, and I hope for 4 to 6. And it has fantastic projection. The first few hours it projects pretty loudly past arm's length, and the last few hours of it, it's definitely about arm's length. It's not crazy loud like it was in the beginning, but it still is very easy to pick up if someone's standing next to you or a few feet away. Now because it's a powerful scent and it is really heavy on the patchouli and the tonka, and it's a little bit spicy, I would not recommend this for professional settings. I think that it might tickle people's nose, or if people get coughs from fragrances, this isn't the type of fragrance you would want to wear in a professional setting. Now I do find that the application of this is probably better for evening occasions. It's again a very sexy, very powerful fragrance, but at the same time I think if you're going to wear this during the daytime, it could probably be worn in the daytime if it's a cooler type of afternoon. So maybe in the fall and the winter, or maybe early spring. I think this might be too heavy for late spring or summer. This is a fragrance that I'm probably going to be wearing minimally just because of the environment I live in, but it is ridiculously sexy. So that being said, it is a really beautiful fragrance. It has excellent longevity, really fantastic projection, and overall is really sexy and very just a wonderful, very spicy, beautiful scent to wear. It's hard for me to explain other than using the same 5 words, which is sexy, powerful, spicy, provocative, things like that. But really, ultimately, this is a tremendous fragrance and worth checking out. The profile of this fragrance reminds me very much of Lust from Guerrilla Perfumes, only amped up like 50,000 times. So I've only worn this once or twice out. I haven't gotten any compliments on it, but I would be surprised if I didn't get compliments on this, if I wore this to situations that I think would be a little bit more appropriate rather than going to the grocery store. There's something just really sexy about this. There's something that's just, it grabs people's attention, and it's really wonderful. But is it worth the price? I'm actually gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes because there's something about this fragrance that I think is really tremendous. First, the presentation, if you care, if that at all factors into purchasing a fragrance and spending extra money on a fragrance, the presentation of this fragrance, just the bottle alone, is really fantastic. And so I think it's something you definitely would want to display, but I wouldn't display it because you don't want it to see light, and you know how to store fragrances. But if you're the type of person that doesn't care, you could definitely display this. This definitely looks like a piece of art, which is really quite cool. And what makes me think and recommend that this is worth the hefty price tag, because it is a hefty price tag, $260, or if it's $280, you know, it's expensive. Even if it's $240, that's expensive for a bottle of perfume. But the thing with this fragrance is first, because it is very loud and it does have longevity, really fantastic longevity, please excuse me, I feel a lot of times when people are looking to justify prices of fragrances, those are the things that they look for first. They look for, does it last on the skin? Will people be able to pick it up? And it's the type of fragrance that I want people to smell. You know, if it smells kind of weird or bad, I don't want people to smell it. This is a very powerful fragrance. It does have fantastic projection, and so within the parameters of is it worth the money, I think that this performs in a way that I would hope a $260 bottle of perfume would perform. In regards to how it smells, I did mention that it reminds me a lot of Lust from Guerrilla Perfumes, but that doesn't mean that I think that they're both the same. I think Lust is a fantastically amazing scent, you guys. It's really sexy. It's one of my most complimented fragrances, and I just generally think overall it's a spicy, like, white floral indolic bomb. It's just great. This is different because it doesn't have the jasmine in there. You're really working on warmth with this fragrance. So you're getting the spicy patchouli and you're getting warmth from the amber, which is pairing really beautifully with the rose, and then which gives it a little bit of softness. There's a lot of different nuances in this fragrance, but it really comes together to be one very fantastic, majestic beast. And that's why I think that this is a really well-crafted fragrance just in general. The juice in and of itself is really high quality. It smells like it's expensive, but that's really important to you guys. It lasts a long time. The presentation is stunning. And overall, for me, it hits all of those checkpoints where I feel comfortable saying I would recommend paying for this full price if you have the opportunity. Now, that being said, there are fragrances out there that are a lot cheaper that are just as powerful and really fantastic, sexy, great fragrances to wear if you want to make an impression. But in reviewing this in and of itself, I do definitely think it is worth the price, and at least worth checking out if you have the opportunity to sample it. Now, when I originally sampled these fragrances, I got them in a card where it was kind of like out of a magazine where you kind of lift up the foil and rub it on your wrist. I was not impressed, but I'm usually never impressed with fragrances like that. It took me actually going into a fragrance store and seeing these fragrances and trying them, because you miss a lot and you lose a lot of the beauty and the luxury behind these fragrances if the juice doesn't hit your skin properly. If you have the opportunity to go into a store and grab a sample of it or try it as you walk around and shop, definitely do. This is a really wonderful fragrance, and I think this would be a great fragrance to wear also on Valentine's Day or for a special date night. So I think this is a fantastic fragrance. Again, I'm talking in circles, so I'm going to end the video here, but that is my review of Trouble in Heaven from Christian Louboutin. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, guys, if you like my fragrance videos, remember to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe, because it's free and I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy. Have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.